And welcome back to the hot stage. We are asking, can Kalle Rovanpera still win the title? I perfectly think it's doable. Legend has it that Tanak is saying maybe no one is throwing in the towel. I guess that's a story for another day. But we're going to focus on Kalle Rovanpera and see how can he do it. And have a look at that WRC point system as well. Here goes. So as you've probably seen, here is a news article from motorsport.com. Kalle Rovanpera, he's pretty much come out and said we need wins for the WRC title chance after what he said was a Rally Chile setback. I completely agree, it was. He didn't do as well as he probably should have done. Yeah. So his hopes of claiming a third world title, it says that we're dealt a blow, but I still think, and when we look at the points, I still think it's very much within Kalle's abilities to win this championship, in my opinion. So, Rovanpera says wins are going to be required into these final rounds, Central European Rally, Japan, and the Middle Eastern round, which I've forgotten from the top of my head. But yeah, he said it's going to be required for the final rounds of the World Rally Championship season to stand any chance of lifting a third world title. Now, the Toyota driver, he's heading into last weekend's Rally Chile, and at the time he was sitting second in the standings, 2 points adrift. But those 2 points have now become I'm not saying a gargantuan, but a significant 21 points. Who OJ is now leading that championship from over on Evans. Now, Rovanpera, he started, as we said in our driver rankings, if you've seen the video, he started on what was a very positive note. He had that early lead, and the weekend seemed to unravel for Kalle Rovanpera by making what was a rare mistake, but still a mistake that may well have cost him that world championship when you look back. So the 24 Chile winner, he managed to recover the 6th, picking up 12 points in total, so not bad, but hampered in the end by his road position and what ended up being over the weekend, particularly I think on the Saturday, changeable conditions. And once again, the confidence with the Hankook tyres dealt its ugly head. It was like, hello Kalle, I'm back. Now Kalle said, at this point of the season, 2-stage wins, that's not what we need. We need some results. Completely agree. He said, I think that road position was affecting more than expected, and also there's no good place in many conditions, and only in the wet did we have the pace. So no good pace in many conditions and only in the wet, which is a slight concern. As soon as it dried up, there was no good pace, he said. It's quite clear it's most of the time like this, not working with the tyre. Again, it's the tyres, isn't it? Let's say something decent can be done when you start to push. And if you are a bit early on the road, you need to push a lot. Yeah, you kind of almost have to. You started quite often. Like Elvin Evans has been finding this year. And Neuville last year. You start at a disadvantage. And he said, it is not going as it should. If you need to push a lot, it's just not working. Now, when asked about his title prospects, Saudi Arabia. There you go. There it is. It says here, Saudi Arabia is the last one. For some reason, I thought Abu Dhabi, but that's Formula 1. But followed by a season, when asked about his title prospect, you've got Central Europe, Japan, tarmac rallies, and then Saudi Arabia. He added, obviously it's starting to get more difficult all the time. We needed some good results here, especially before the tarmac rallies, but we didn't get them. In terms of OJ, he said he's doing a proper job this year and is leading the championship as he should. He's done good results. It is quite clear we need a few wins if we're going to stand any chances. Now, the last time the WRC competed on asphalt, Rovanpera dominated the field, and this was on the smooth Canary Islands, and that was all the way though back in April. But he's expecting a challenge when the series heads to both the Central European Rally, which covers Germany, Austria and the Czech Republic next month. He said it will be a very different kind of rally. There is a lot of pollution and cuts and stuff. It will not be the same, but we'll try and do the same there as the Canary Islands. So fair enough. So Kalle, I mean, it's kind of like an obvious one, isn't it? I need wins to win this championship. Duh, of course. Getting them though, as he explained, he doesn't feel entirely confident, does he? And there we go. So, in relation to Kalle, and in relation to the points system for Rally, which is confusing for some, but let's have a look at that WRC points victory. How much of a difference can people make from winning the championship, from coming from behind, from keeping it? Let's have a look. Now, the points changes from 24 to 25. The general classification at the end of each rally is going to follow a straightforward structure. Last year, the guy that won the rally didn't necessarily come away with the most points, which, let's be fair, for a sport is really, really embarrassing. It hasn't proved to it this year. Rally result, points award, as you can see, first, very similar to Formula 1, if you follow that. 25 points for first, not completely the same though, because it's 17 for second, 15 for third, 12 for fourth, 10 for fifth, and then in sixth you get 8 points, 7th you get 6 points, 8th you get 4 points, and then 9th to 10th 1 point. So it goes from 1st to 10th, 25, 17, 15, 12, 10, 8, 6, 4, 2, 1. And there's a bigger discrepancy, I like it, between first and second. It really means a lot if you win the rally. I mean, that's, that's 8 points. So bear in mind, for example, Kalle Rovanpera with 20-something points behind the championship leader, Seb OJ, and if he wins every rally and does really well there, he would naturally make that up. I mean, 8, and then 8 and another 8 is 16, and then another 8 is going to be 24. So it's fairly significant, but it's not just here where you score the points. And there it is. As in the case of 24, Sunday brings extra excitement with additional points based on the final day's performance. So you've got Super Sunday, the overall Sunday. First is 5 points, second is 4. It's fairly self-explanatory. Third is 3 points, fourth is 2 points, fifth is 1 point. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 for first, second, third, fourth, and fifth. And then, very similar to the Wolf Power stage, the last one remains unchanged with up to 5 bonus points on offer to the fastest 5 drivers. First is 5, and then 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 for first, second, third, fourth, and fifth, respectively. So you can see, if you are the fastest there, you potentially can do it. But if you're only going to win the rally and be slow on the Sunday and for the Wolf Power stage, yeah, it's nice that there's a chance to get points back. For example, Ott Tanak, had he not retired the car, a lot of people that retire the cars on either the Friday or Saturday can get points back for the Sunday and really, really go for it. So, just to say, rally result, if you win, it's 25 points, all the way down to 1 point for 10th. For second, it's 17. For third, it's 15. And so on. That's if you win the rally overall. Then you got the points on the Sunday, which is first to fifth, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So, and again, for the Wolf Power stage, the last stage on the Sunday, the one stage that's worth the most points, I guess, is, again, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 for first, second, third, fourth, and fifth. That's your points. Now, if you are behind by 20-something points, absolutely it is within your power to still win the championship with 3 rounds left. That is it. If you made it to the end, thank you very much. That is absolutely amazing. If you want to give us a subscribe, again, that would be absolutely amazing. But until then, we'll speak to you soon. Thank you very much for watching. But above all else, stay safe.